Hey, this is Tim with TM Media again. The title of this video is When to Say Goodbye to a Client. I just actually had to deal with a hard client today, so that's pretty much why I'm making a video about this. When you're always going to have a difficult client at some point. It doesn't matter how great you are, you're going to have one at some point. And these are some tips I use to deal with them and know when to stick with them and know when to say goodbye to them. I kind of have like a three-strike rule on um, basically inflexibility as far as and just basically just different when there's three different issues or three issues that come up. You're on the third issue and they're just either um, still being difficult when you try to go out of your way and they do it once, they do it twice, they do it three times, then it's pretty much going to be, I mean, you can even cut it up two times. If you just, it really depends on your gut feeling of how this client may be. And if going down a road of going out of your way is going to make it better. I go out of my way once. I will really take the time. If someone's not happy, I will go out of my way and show them that, okay, this is what we did. We spent such and such time. We did extra work to try to make you happy. If there is, maybe you refine a design and there has to be tweaks to be done at the design you just went out of your way with, and they're willing to talk to you, that's fine. If they're not and they're just continuing to say, forget it, you're not getting it, whatever it may be, um, that's when to kind of end it. If they're not, another thing is if they're not willing to communicate with you, then you're never going to be able to forget it. You might as well forget it right there. You don't even wait for the three-strike rule. Just if they're not willing to communicate with you and they're going to tell you, I just want it professional, and they're not going to be willing to take a call from you and let you dig into their head a little bit, say goodbye right there. You just, it's not worth dealing with it. You might get lucky, you might be able to produce something that may satisfy them, but I wouldn't spend too much time on doing that because it's really a shot in the dark. Um, Try to when you try to evaluate if a client is hard, being difficult or not. Obviously, look at try to use the three-strike rule, but also just try to visualize it from a third party or from their eyes, as far as, are you doing what they said you would do, and are you trying your best to do and accomplish what they're asking? So sometimes it helps to really look through someone else's eyes and also ask someone else, tell them about what's going on in your project, and ask them, what do they think on the client's response and stuff like that. So as far as payment and all that, if you have a usually if you have a payment or a deposit, or you're trying to just gut it out for final payment, you gotta evaluate if it's really worth it. Because if you're going through maybe your fourth design and these people are still treating you like garbage and not even are just not liking what you're doing and being difficult, then sometimes it's worth just giving their money back. I mean, it may be, it's definitely worth uh, sending them a check and say, hey, good luck, and paying them basically to go away, rather than putting yourself through misery trying to get the extra, whatever it may be, a couple $100, $1,000, 10,000, whatever it may be. I mean, there are some number of figures that you might look at and say, we got to gut it out and try this, and that's fine, but you still have to evaluate if, no matter what you do, is going to make that person happy. Because there are just clients out there that are just never, they're just, they're never going to get it, or they're just going to be constantly difficult. I had one client that was really difficult, but he actually liked our work. He would call us up and say that our our logo we did for them resembled basically a pile of, you know, feces or whatever. I mean, it just, that's what he would get. He would tell me, but then the next day he would love it. I mean, we didn't do anything to it, but this was just him. So you have to also deal with people's personalities. This person wasn't joking; he was dead serious when he would say this. So, but this is what he would do, and I think after a day or so, his staff would look at it and give him advice on, yeah, that looks pretty good, and move on from there. So you just really got to feel out the people sometime, but a lot of time, I mean, not a lot of times, but once in a while, you just have to say goodbye and tell the client, you know, sorry, we couldn't do this for you. Good luck, and without telling them, frankly, I don't want to deal with you anymore. So that's pretty much what I have to say about that. I hope this helps, and look forward to some new videos. I said in a previous video that we have a pretty exciting web application we are working on, and we're going to be releasing information on it in the next couple of weeks. If you do want some information on it, it's a project management system, and I basically designed it, and we designed it with the thought of designers, basically designers coming first as far as just how to use it and what they would like, how they would like to use a program. It's pretty neat. I can't release too much information about it now, but I will hopefully in the next couple weeks. So if you want to get some more information about that, I will put up a link where you can log in and get more information and updates, and you might even be able to be one of our beta testers. So I will post that link, or you can just comment with your email, and we'll let you know. Thanks very much.